Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Average Movie Review podcast. I hope you're doing well. Today at Cinemacon, they had the Warner Brothers panel. I thought we could quickly go over that. Um, some really cool stuff and some stuff that we already knew, and some stuff we didn't know. So let's dive right in. Um, we started off with Um, I believe, hold on here, I'm just going through my notes here. Okay, so they started off by showing, I guess, a video of Man of Tomorrow, James Gunn, Nicholas Hoult, and David Cornsweet was in it. Cornsweet says, trying to save the world with your sworn enemy. Holt adds a new villain and unlikely alliance, and then Gunn just goes over how excited he is about the film, and that's about it. They don't really show much. I believe Man of Tomorrow starts filming, I think, tomorrow or next week sometime. So that's still got a ways to go, obviously. But hey, at least they started, and hopefully they'll be ready by 2027. I believe that's when it's coming out. Margot Robbie sent a video to discuss her Oceans movie. It'll be set in 1962 and follow a heist at the Monaco Grand Prix. So this is a prequel to the Oceans universe. I don't know how it's gonna fan out, but I'm still pretty excited to see how it goes. Melissa McCarthy is starring in an animated Christmas movie titled Margie. It's a story of having to work with reindeer to try and find Santa and save Christmas arriving holiday 2027. Pretty basic movie. I can't imagine it to be anything more than that. Sam Raimi introduced Evil Dead Wrath with a short video. He promises the Book of the Dead will unleash dark spirits to possess the living and proclaims it will be the year's most terrifying experience in 2027. That's a pretty big claim. I'm excited to see how that works out. As we know, Sam is an amazing director, so we can only imagine what that's going to be like. Keanu Reeves also sent in a video in the middle of a body of water floating on some kind of board on the set of Shiver. All he said was, I get eaten by a lot of sharks, a lot of fucking sharks. And that's about it, pretty much. Um, I believe we also get our first look at Tom Cruise in The Digger, directed by, I believe, Alejandro Inarritu. Inarritu came up with an idea 9 years ago and started talking to Cruise about it about 7 years ago. Cruise was filming Top Gun and got on a motorcycle in the middle of the night to go meet with him. It's pretty much something that they've been working on for quite some time. They are super excited to, show this film. They're really happy about what it is. The film is all about us. We have these uncontrollable needs to control things. He describes the Digger character as a powerful and one which changed the way people see the world. He makes the worst decision in the world, which is funny to see. Cruise shouted out the rest of the cast and complimented them before introducing footage from the movie to show the movie's tone and character. It's not finished footage. Um, it's still in progress. The footage basically just shows the Digger has thin white hair, a white beard, and pale skin. He's a bit of a gut hanging out over his white undies. His white cat is unwell. The vet estimated it might live 5 minutes or 2 weeks. On a phone call through a wireless headphone, Digger has a firecracker of a personality, all while singing a classic baseball bat around his house to entertain himself. He talks quickly with a snappy confidence, and all with that southern twang. He takes a call from a man at an Arctic and ends up arguing about what the man is asking for from him, claiming he can't do it, and uses his dick size compared to the size of the table, compared to the size of the task to explain why it's not feasible. When Digger is told he doesn't understand what's going on, he goes off. He says, I'm going to call the president because Sandy Clarkson said shut her down. Say the fucking word and it's done is what rounds out a menacing rant. In a faster paced, choppier bit of footage, Digger meets the president, played by John Goodman, and delivers bad news to him, which is compounded by the nuclear race. The president blames Digger for the mess and claims Digger is going to dig us out again. Some bizarre image flashes, and pretty much that's really about it. I have no idea what this movie is about, but Tom Cruise is in it. I'm gonna go watch it, so that's all I care about. To be quite honest, that's what looks really interesting. There was a bit of Evil Dead unfinished footage. Some people say it's pretty messed up. A woman pounds on a door with four creepy knocks before it opens, and blood dripping into the floor is revealed to come from both her four severed fingers and the car's headrest, which has its metal poles impaled in the back of her neck. I think that's all we really need to know that this shit's pretty fucked up. So it's gonna be really good. They also showed a scene from Mortal Kombat 2, which I'm not really gonna spoil. I feel like it's coming out in a couple of weeks. You can just wait to watch it. Honestly, I'm excited to see Mortal Kombat 2. Carl Urban as Johnny Cage was an interesting choice. I want to see how that really plans out. They have a cool new logo for Warner Brothers Animation, and then they played the Cat in the Hat trailer, which I have no idea why they're doing another Cat in the Hat, but they are. The Hunt of Golem was announced that will be releasing on 17th of December 2027. James Dornan will play Strider, who was Aragon, and he will replace holy crap, I can't remember his name right now. Viggo Mortensen as Aragon. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty sick. Ian McKellen will reprise his role as Gandalf. Kate Winslet as Marigold. Leo Woodhall as Halvard. Lee Pace as Thranduil, and Elijah Wood will come back as Frodo Baggins. So I'm excited to see how that works out. I don't think we have any footage or information about that film thus so far, but I'm super excited to see how that turns out. Clayface was shown for a little bit. A special piece is giving CinemaCon an early look. Clayface footage debuts as a world premiere teaser for CinemaCon. The footage sees Matt Higgins face wrapped in a hospital. His eyes and skin are red. He looks like he's screaming in pain. It's intercut with himself pre-accident, as if he's looking himself in a hospital bed. Gruesome flashes, blah blah blah. It's set to a slower, intentionally creepy version of "Do You Realize" by Flaming Lips. When it's attached to this footage, the same song used for the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 teaser. Matt lays in a bathtub with his face uncovered. We see his face and he wipes it away. There's nothing no face creepy. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another creepy film, and I'm here for it. I just hope, or I really hope, that the Joker was a good movie. Could it have been better? For sure. But it was a very interesting take on the character, and I have to say it was kind of, fun to watch. However, Joker 2, Dolly of Foe, whatever the hell it's called, that was just stupid, and that was made out of spite, to be quite honest. I don't think they wanted to make it, but they had to make it. So I hope it's not one of those situations where this turns out really great and then they don't want to make Clayface 2, then they're forced to make Clayface 2, and then Clayface 2 is ass. I also hope this Clayface is part of Matt Reeves' universe, just low-key. That would be so awesome. Just like how we had the Penguin series kind of not really highlight Batman and focus on the villain. I'm okay with a movie just focusing on a villain and then Batman showing up at the end. That would be pretty sick, but we'll see how it goes. Or it could be part of James Gunn's universe. That could be also very interesting as well. I'm down for both. I don't really care. I think it'll be very interesting to see. Jason Momoa comes on. They talk a little bit about Supergirl. Uh, to be quite honest, I'm not going to really spoil anything about that either. It's just, they just ask him about how he was, how like his experience was on set and all of that stuff. Millie Alcock says that you should really go watch this movie in theaters. I definitely probably will. I don't know if a lot of people will, but we'll see. Um, let's see. What else did we have? There was a movie called Practical Magical 2. Definitely looks witchy, lots of magic, obviously, but some scenes with their family daughters and Lee Pace in theaters in September. I have no idea what that movie is. I'm not really sure, but apparently it's going to be good. It has Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock as well, so that should be interesting. The Great Beyond brings J.J. Abrams to the stage. I believe that's a movie that he is building. At the heart of the movie, it's about reconnecting with a sense of wonder that we had as kids. Sorry. I'm not saying. I don't think there's much here. Jenna Ortega is there. Abraham shouts out Emma Mackey for being limitless and calls Samuel the GOAT before saying he's ever seen this kind of actor from Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson is in this film too. That should be pretty cool. He introduced the footage, making Cinemacon the first people to see anything outside of the editing room. Oh, damn. First time. That's some pretty intense shit. Like, holy crap. Uh, mm, do, do, do. I guess Glenn Powell is the star of the film, which would be pretty sick. The footage starts with ear shots on a hand typing on a computer. The computer writes back, "There is, though I do not know how there is or how it may be, another world out of sight and sound." We see the cast in various settings. Ortega narrates, saying people like us are looking for something pure that we cannot find here. Powell's character looks curious. Ortega is blonde with blonde eyebrows too. It looks tense, fantastical, and somewhat dark, thriller, and intended levity as well. That's the description. I don't know what the hell it's about. I'm in. It's J.J. Abrams. You can't go wrong with this. This guy knows what the hell he's doing. So, um, then I believe they finished with Dune 3. Just a little bit more stuff about Dune 3. I'm not going to spoil anything, to be quite honest. I know a lot of people love Dune 3. I think you should just wait to watch it. There's nothing really here that's that interesting in the sense that you need to know what the hell's going on. At films I feel like that are coming out within the next few months don't really need to be um, displayed, in the sense that like Dune 3 already released a trailer. We already know what it's going to be about. I don't need any more information on that. Just like Supergirl, we already released a trailer. Now, I know what you're going to say, but what about Avengers Doomsday? They're going to show it at CinemaCon. Well, that's because they haven't shown us shit. Okay, they've only given us random clips. We have no idea what this film is about. We don't even know what the main villain looks like or how he talks or anything. So there's a reason for that. I can accept that, but I feel like films that are coming out this close with so much already out there, you don't really need it. Maybe Dune 3, sure, but really, I feel like everybody knows what's going on with Dune 3, so I don't think you really need that information. Um, and then the Game of Thrones movie was announced, Game of Thrones Aegon's Conquest. That will be coming up in 2027 as well. There is a huge list of movies that are coming out from Warner Brothers. They're doing Animal Friends, Remain, Panic Carefully, Godzilla, an entitled Fast film. I don't know if that's Fast and Furious. I thought that was Universal, but I could be wrong. Bad Fairies, Man of Tomorrow, a Minecraft sequel, Shiver. Oh, so sorry, I had to burp there. The Conjuring, First Communion, the Batman Part 2, which I'm super excited. I wish that maybe Matt Reeves had come out and said something about the film, but hey, you know, I'm okay with it. They're working on it. Let's just see. Let's just be patient and let's see where it goes. Margie Claus, Gremlins, The Lord of the Ring, Hunt of Golem, Ocean's prequel, a Nancy Meyers film, Te Amo, which is part of their new or Tiamo, which is part of their new studio called Clockwork, where they will be highlighting and showcasing more less budgeted films, which I think is a good idea, to be quite honest, where they can focus on smaller films, and you never know, those small films could turn into big things. So, pretty smart idea from Warner Brothers, if I do say so. All the places you'll go, Dynamic Duo. I don't know if that's referring to Batman and thing, but I'm not sure. Hello Kitty. I have no idea if that's the like Hello Kitty, or something else. The Lunar Chronicles, Final Destination 7, The Revenge of La Lorna, Evil Dead, Wrath, A Baz Luhrmann Film Baddies, The Flood, and the Game of Thrones Aegon Conquest, and more to come. And that's pretty much it. For Dune 3, they also did release 7 minutes of the first or the beginning of the movie, so that was pretty cool, I guess. I guess. But yeah, pretty solid day from Warner Brothers. I think they have a lot of potential. There's a lot to be done there. I know they didn't have much to show, but I think they're on the. To be quite honest, they're on the right way. I think. I think they're on the right path. I don't. Again, nobody wants this merger to happen, but I guess it will happen. So we'll just have to see where it goes. Maybe it may not happen, and maybe it'll save, we'll save cinema, but I have no idea. Jason Momoa also said that it's a dream come true to play Lobo. Again, this man has been trying to play Lobo for years, so I'm excited to see him in it. I just don't know how it's going to be, but hey, regardless, I think he's going to do a great job. Godzilla Minus Zero also released its trailer today, too. It's set 2 years after the first film. This will be the first Japanese project filmed for IMAX. Ryonosake Kamiki and Minami Hambe are reprising their roles, and Godzilla will go to New York City. I've seen the trailer. It looks interesting. It looks really good. Godzilla has changed. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty sick. Let's see. And I think that's about it for day two. Tomorrow we have on the list, I believe. Um, who do we have? We have Amazon at night. That's going all the way till like 12 a.m. my time. And you have uh, Universal. Universal Studios will be doing theirs. So yeah, I think that's about it for tomorrow. And then the big guns. We have Paramount, which has absolutely nothing. And if you're following the whole drama right now about the Yang Avatar movie, it's pretty sad to see. Paramount has really nothing to show. I don't even know if anyone's going to be there, but yeah, people are probably going to go regardless. And then we have the big guy, Disney. So I am super excited to see how that turns out. But that's pretty much the recap for day two. And let me know what you guys think. And have a wonderful day, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one.